Hi guys, welcome back. This is Introduction to Digital Fashion Illustration for Beginners, and I am Tashrael. So, from our last video, if you're with us in our last video, I spoke about the toolbar. Well, in this video, I'll be talking about the layer bar right here. Now, the layer bar is used when you want to add or remove layers. You use your layer bar for visibility options of hiding or seeing each layer that you use in the process of illustrating your figure. For example, if you want to draw eyes and you don't want to lose that step when you do close your app and come back, and you want to be able to just edit the eyes without editing any other part of your illustration, your layer becomes useful in that situation. You can use your layer when you want to view or add fabrics to your illustration. You can do a lot with your layer. You can increase opacity or reduce opacity. Pretty much it makes editing your illustration easy, and it makes coming back to your illustrations without spoiling or ruining anything very easy. I'll be showing you what it looks like when you add a layer. When you add a layer, you see the option of plus up here on the layer bar. When you tap plus, it increases a layer. Now you can move your layer around. You could either put it on top of your first layer, which is by default when you start illustrating, or you can put it behind. I use this usually when I want to add background to my illustration, or I want to add sheer lace. I want to create the illusion of a transparent lace, of a sheer lace on the body. I use the layer bar. And if you check, there's the visibility option, the one that looks like the eye on each layer. Now if you tap on it, you'd see that the layer which you just created becomes hidden. Now I'm going to tap on the second layer that I have right here. Let me rearrange this. I'm going to tap on the second layer that I have right here, and I'm going to draw on it. So you can see that I am, pretty much just writing gibberish on the layer. Now I'm going to move to this next layer, and I'm going to draw the eyes in my own little funny way right here. So I'm going to draw the eyes. And when I want to make the eyes hidden, all I need to do is tap the visibility option, the hide or view option, the eyes. That is what I tapped. And by the time I untap it, I see the eyes again. The same goes for every other layer. If I don't want to see the previous layer where I have a screenshot of what my app what the app looks like on my device, if I don't want to see that anymore, I just need to tap the eye, and then it goes hidden. But then when I untap it, it comes out. So you use this when just pretty much to make editing easy for you for when you are illustrating. So that is what the layer bar is used for. And each layer also has menu. It has a menu, or it has options. It has things you could do. For example, if I want to reduce the opacity of the screenshot of my device, which I have on here already, if I want to reduce the opacity, I just need to tap on the layer. Just tap on that layer, and then the menu comes out, right? So you can either copy the layer, you could duplicate your layer, you could cut the layer, you could paste the layer somewhere else, you could duplicate, you could clear the layer, and you could merge all. You could merge all your layers to become one layer. Now, because you have limited number of layers that you can have on each illustration, so at some point in time you might have to merge your layers so that you can create more layers. Now please note that when you merge your layers, you'll be unable to edit those things which you've done in the layer as a process, as a step process. So rather, when you're about to edit anything in that layer, you'll be editing everything in the image which appears on that layer. So that is what the layer bar is used for. Let me go right ahead and delete this layer, which I have done here. So I just deleted my layers. Now we would be moving to this right here. I call this the menu bar. I mean, that's not what it's called. It's just my own um way of categorizing each tool. So like I said, this is the toolbar, this is the layer bar, and I call this the menu bar. Now the reason I call this the menu bar is because there are so many things you can do with your menu bar. It is so useful, very, very useful. In fact, it is so useful you cannot do without it in any illustrations. So I'm going to end this video right now, and when I come back in the third video, we will talk about the menu bar.